Hey guys, happening BigFish7499. This is going to be a video response to Mike, aka GATHMAN0220. Really awesome dude. He's got a contest going on for you to talk about your most memorable sporting experience. I think that's how it's phrased, sporting experience. Give Mike a check out. Check out the video. I'll have that link in the description box for you to go check it out. He should be ending that real soon. And I apologize for getting a late response in. I've just been really busy and it's just been nuts around here. So anyway, man, this is really broad for me because there's a bunch of different things that are most memorable to me. So I guess I'll start with baseball. Baseball, I really don't have that. I mean, I've been to a bunch of Braves games that have been really close. I remember going to a Yankees-Braves game that was like really heated, like a regular season when they started doing interleague, and it was right after they had come off the World Series too. They played a regular season game, and I remember that, just the crowd being like super rowdy. That was a long time ago. That was like in the 90s when the Braves were having their World Series and playoff runs under Bobby Cox. Last year, most definitely going to the Cubs game, revisiting Wrigley Field for the first time since I was like a little kid. I haven't been back to Wrigley since I was probably like 8 years old, and going back with my uncle and meeting Sweepa 21 and BB0220. And who else went with us? Army was there, Chad Thundering 24 was there, and we had done that like before, the day before Nationals. We were going to Nationals. That was a really fun experience. The longest fourth inning ever. I think I drank like about 7 beers in the fourth inning, and I was just so smashed and just tired. But I guess that's what you do at Wrigley, right? That was an awesome experience. And then after we came back from Nationals, I met up with Drew and Megan, Lefty NDV and Megan, and Matthew, Partly Cloudy, and Amy and I made a trip, just us, to go see the Braves playoff game. That was like awesome to like go to Turner Field. Matthew got us like awesome seats in the upper deck, right on the side of home plate. So we had a whole view of it, downtown Atlanta at night, and the playoff experience was just like amazing. So that was the first baseball playoff game I had ever been to. And it was, oh no, it wasn't. I went to see the Cubs earlier against Atlanta in the playoffs. They hadn't made the wild card and played Atlanta. That was like the second experience at Turner Field. Awesome experience. Great atmosphere in Atlanta. So that was my baseball. I'm gonna go do pro football. I have never been to Lambeau or anything. That's like a bucket list for me. I gotta make it to Lambeau. But at one time, my grandma was really sick. She lived in Chicago, and she moved here with us, and then she passed away here. My mom and I were helping take care of my grandma, and I was in culinary school, and she had passed away. And then she had a plot and everything like up in Chicago, so we sent her back and had her ready. And then we flew up for the funeral and everything that week. So while we were there, handling funeral stuff and family stuff and hanging out with them, my sister was dating a guy at the time who was an investment banker, and he made a phone call to a friend and said, hey man, we're in town, do you want to hang out or, grab a beer or something? And the guy had said to him, he's like, I've got tickets to the Bears-Carolina playoff game. Do you want to go? And he was like, yeah, you want to go? And I was, yeah. And so we wound up delaying our flight till the next day, like on that Monday. We were supposed to leave on Sunday when the game was, but we pushed our flights to Monday, and we stayed for the Carolina game. Bears lost that game, but that was an awesome experience. I mean, this guy was like schmoozing my sister's boyfriend because he wanted him to buy like stock and stuff through his bank. He was like, he's an investment banker. He was schmoozing him up. So man, like beer was free, programs were free, the seats were like in the end zone. I've got pictures. Hopefully I can bring those up. I'm not promising, but I'll see if I can bring the pictures up that I have. I have some old pictures because that was like 2002, was it? 2003 maybe? I can't remember. I forgot the date. It was like early 2000. I have them on an old picture disc, the pictures of that game. But man, it was an awesome experience going to Soldier Field for the first time. And just experience a playoff atmosphere there. Bears lost, like I said, but Jake Delhomme and Brian Urlacher 20 rows in the end zone to the field. It was just an awesome experience. Had a great time there. That's the only really football experience I've had. I've never seen a Green Bay game. I've never even been to Atlanta for a football game. But Amy and I are talking about, hopefully that'll be a next memory for us. Like, they have a train from Birmingham that goes to New Orleans and drops you off at the Superdome. So Amy and I have been talking about hopefully one day when the Packers go to New Orleans to head down there. So that'll be in the future. That's my pro football. And then my college football, man, there's like so many of them. Probably my first Iron Bowl when my sister was going to Alabama. She got me tickets to the Iron Bowl, Alabama-Auburn, and it was pouring down rain. She got us awesome. We weren't even going to go, and we wound up getting tickets from people outside. They were waiting on tickets to come from other people, but they didn't make it through FedEx. So they had just 2 tickets, and they weren't going to go without their friends. So they wound up selling the tickets to us like for cheap. The game had already started and everything. I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks. We paid for like 2 tickets to Iron Bowl, and we were the first row in the end zone over the tunnel. It was awesome. The game was, I wouldn't say it was awesome. It was an awesome experience to be able to go to that, but Bama lost 9-0. 3 field goals Auburn beat us by. I guess because it was raining and sleeting, and it would snow sometimes, and it was just like a messy football game. There was a ton of fumbles. There was a ton of injuries, people getting hurt from slipping and falling. It was just miserable, miserable conditions, but to go for the first time was awesome. And any Alabama-Auburn experience is just phenomenal. I've been to like so many since then, and just every time you go to an Alabama-Auburn game, it's just like the atmosphere is just so electric, and it is so intense. The fans, like all over. I mean, you will see family members beating the shit out of one another. If they're Alabama and Auburn fans, family members getting into it, you see, it's just crazy. It's a crazy environment. So yeah, that'll be my college experience. And I'll just leave it there. There's a bunch of other experiences. Edward's T-ball this year was awesome. This is the first year Edward played T-ball, and he's like so into it, which I love. He loves it. He got a glove at Christmas. I got him, and he just loves playing baseball. He's like me. And I love that he loves that. He's played soccer, and he's played other sports and games and stuff, and he kind of like in it, and then he's like, whatever. But baseball, like for T-ball, and he was always looking forward to practice. He was always asking about practice. He was always asking about the game. He always wanted to go outside. I bought like equipment. I bought like batting tools and stuff, and he loves to hit the baseball. He loves to throw the baseball, and he's a switch hitter too. He can hit left or right, which is awesome. I mean, he just loves the game. He was so concentrated and so focused on like going after the ball, like how to field the ball, how to throw the ball. I know he's just learning. He's only 5, but he's like so into it, and that was a really cool experience to see Edward grow up and play sports. So I don't know if that counts or not, but Mike, thanks for the contest, bro. Awesome. Cheers to you and to everybody out there. Awesome contest. Please get in Mike's contest. Give him a sub. A great guy in our community. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.